Welcome to my classroom. This is the part 7 of the Philippine Nursing Law lecture. Here on section 23, we will tackle the suspension and revocation of licenses. The Board of Nursing possesses the power to revoke or suspend the professional license or cancel a temporary permit. So what are the different grounds for the suspension or revocation of licenses? The first on the list are the same grounds that are stated on Section 22 of the RA 9173 law, which is being convicted of any act that is contrary to the law or being mentally incapacitated. Number 2 are unprofessional or unethical conduct. So what are these conducts? Actually, an unprofessional or unethical act that is either work-related or not work-related can be a ground for the revocation of licenses. For instance, in a nurse-patient relationship or a doctor-patient relationship, health professionals are not allowed to discuss the health condition of the patients in public places such as the elevator or the canteen. They are not allowed to take pictures of the medical charts of the patients as well. In the canister issue or scandal, doctors and nurses took pictures and videos of a patient who is undergoing an operation. In the video, it can be observed that the members of the OR team are making fun of the client's humiliating situation. The case was tried in their respective regulatory board, and many different licenses in that canister issue got revoked. That is an example of an act that is work-related. In another example, a famous doctor's sex video involving several female celebrities and models became a ground for the revocation of his license. His case is not work-related, but just an amorous or a clandestine love affair. And still, it became the reason why his license was revoked. So, licensed professional nurses should take care of their own licenses. The next ground is gross incompetence or serious ignorance. Nurses who are proven to be lacking the ability to perform within the minimum standards of nursing care and those who have no basic knowledge in the nursing profession must have their licenses suspended or revoked. The fourth ground is malpractice or negligence. When you say malpractice, it is going beyond the scope of nursing. Or, it means that the nurse performed procedures that are outside of what nurses are legally allowed to do. Also, malpractice is doing a procedure the wrong way. While negligence means when the nurse have the license and she failed to perform the duties and responsibilities that are within the scope of nursing. Or simply, negligence is not doing what you are supposed to do. So that is the difference between malpractice and negligence. Now, if a nurse is liable for malpractice, then the doctrine that can be applied on her case is res ipsa loquitur. The thing speaks for itself. Res ipsa loquitur is applicable to all employees of the hospital. It means that the person who committed negligence or malpractice is the one who is liable for that said act. While the employer can also be held liable for the different acts committed by its employees under the doctrine of respondeat superior. When we speak about respondeat superior, we should also talk about Frederick Taylor. He said the main reason that the employers should be held liable is because that the employees are directly chosen by the employer, and that the employees should be properly selected before proper employment. After the selection, there should be proper training, and after the proper training, there should be provision of adequate tools. So from the point of view of Frederick Taylor, who said that there must be proper selection of employees, they should be held liable because they are the ones who chose their employees. So, an advice to professional nurses: be careful because you can be held liable of negligence or malpractice based on the doctrine of res ipsa loquitur, and your employer can be held liable with the doctrine of respondeat superior. The fifth reason are fraudulent, deceitful, false claims in order to obtain the professional license. Fraud happens when you cause someone to believe on something that is not true. As I've mentioned, all documents that will be submitted to take the nurse licensure examination must be genuine. For example, in a case of a particular school where after graduation and the students were already reviewing for the nurse licensure examination, the librarian happened to be arranging the research work of some BSN graduates from the school. And the librarian browsed a research work and found out that the research work was actually plagiarized. The librarian reported it to the dean and the school officials. The dean and her council decided to take back the degree of those who are involved in the plagiarized research. Based on what ground? Fraud and deceit. And the sixth basis for the revocation or suspension of a nurse's license is the violation of the Code of Ethics. In the Code of Ethics, the responsibility of the nurse is to promote health, prevent illness, restore health, and alleviate suffering. They are on Section 28 of the RA 9173 law. Non-performance of these responsibilities can be a ground for the revocation of the nurse's license. And lastly, if a certain nurse practiced the profession while his own license is suspended by the BON, then the BON can revoke his license. And those are the 7 grounds for the suspension and revocation of licenses. Next is Section 24, which discusses the reissuance of licenses. There are 3 scenarios on this section. If the license is destroyed or lost, if the license is suspended, and lastly, if the license is revoked. If an active license has been lost, destroyed, or mutilated, a new license may be reissued upon payment of the required fees. While if a license has been suspended, there will be no need to reapply for it once the suspension period is over. The professional license can be used again legally by the nurse once the suspension period is over. And this suspension period is usually a maximum of 4 years. In contrast, for those whose licenses were revoked, for reasons of equity and justice, the Board of Nursing may reissue their licenses upon proper application and payment of the required fees, provided that a period of 4 years has lapsed and the cause for the revocation has been cured or corrected or has disappeared. That is the end of Part 7. Here is the post-test for Parts 4 to 7. Here are the answers for the post-test. That is the end of the video. See you on part 8. Bye!